Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Reno Improv's virtual stage. My name is Tim Mahoney, and I could not be happier to be here with you all. It's been some time since I've been the host of one of these shows, so I'm really, really excited to be hosting this show in particular because it is one of my favorite things in the world, and that is a short-form improv showdown featuring Reno Improv's finest improvisers for the evening, and we are going to bring them to the stage in just one moment. But for now, I just want to let you know a little bit about the show, a little bit about our theater here in the new year, and what we're going to be doing, and some exciting things that are going to be coming your way. So we are happy to be in 2021. Thank goodness 2020 is over. We've moved on to bigger and brighter things. Don't let the drab background fool you. I am excited and positive to be in the new year, and I hope that you are too. So thank you so much for joining us, and we have a wonderful show in store for you and a wonderful year ahead of us here at Reno Improv. We are super hopeful that sometime during this calendar year, we'll be able to begin in-person activities somewhere along the lines with some positive news rolling out, and we hope that positivity continues, and we're certainly going to be bringing that positivity to your screens tonight. So we are going to be kicking the year off with a short-form showdown, so let me bring our performers to the stage for you this evening. We have Bill and Christina and Michelle and Lucas. Oh no, Lucas, where are you, buddy? Lucas will join us when his there he is. All right, we have our four contestants and performers for the evening. Like I said, they're going to be vying for your attention and your affection and applause and adoration and hidden messages in their email. But either way, they're excited that you're here. We're excited that you're here, and I'm excited that all these performers are here as well. So the way this is going to work is we have our wonderful, oh, there it is. Here's our wonderful scoreboard for the evening, brought to you by our friends, we don't know them, at the free scoreboard developer, Score Counter, and but scorecounter.com. Guys, if you need an online scoreboard and you don't have one 4 hours before the show that you're supposed to do, go to scorecounter.com, and they'll take care of all your needs with no tutorials and basically having you to figure it out on your own. But it's fairly simple. But here it is, and this is the one we'll be using tonight. So if there's any glitches, go to scorecounter.com and let them know that you're unsatisfied with their free product. We're excited to be performing, and all you need to do to vote for your favorite player is, as you see in the bottom left-hand corner of their screens, and I'll get that scoreboard up the screen for you. They have the hashtag next to their actual human name. They might be playing different characters throughout the evening, but if you'd like to award them some points, I will probably be awarding arbitrary points throughout the evening as well. But if you'd like to vote for them, go ahead and put the hashtag and their name in the chat, where we'll also be getting our suggestions tonight. And that's how we'll kind of be keeping track of this game, where the winner takes everything from everyone, and the losers fight again next week, or for your affection. Alrighty. So let's get the show started with a little bit. We don't need a suggestion for this one, but we're going to get one anyways. So from our audience, I need a suggestion. You're going to see suggestions roll across the bottom of your screen. They're going to look something like this. Boom. Suggestion: a location where two people may meet. And what I need from you all, wonderful audience, is to go ahead and type into the comments a suggestion of a location where two people may meet. That is pretty broad. We're starting it off really, really easy for you all tonight. I expect to see some wonderful suggestions of where two people may meet, and that will be what we use to get this excellent and fun game of Questions Only started. Questions Only is a very simple game. The rules are you can only ask questions. If you do not ask a question or you start a statement, I will remove you from the screen, and we'll have a new participant on screen to ask questions only. So let's see what we have for suggestions. Oh man, trivia night is the first suggestion, and I don't even care what anyone else puts. That's the best one. I always love. I've been doing improv for a decent amount of time. Oh, coffee shop. That's great, but you're a little bit too late. Trivia night is an awesome suggestion. Man, that is spectacular. I don't think I've ever had that suggestion for a scene. So that is the way we're going to get started. And the first two people on screen are going to be, for this game of questions only, I'm going to go ahead and remove myself, and I'm going to remove Bill, and I'm going to remove Michelle, and then we're going to start the scene with Lucas and Christina in a game of questions only. Take it away, folks.
Kind of dim in here, huh?
Man, do you know anything about Star Wars?
Oh gosh, R2-D2, something like that?
Do you even know what R2-D2 is?
Well, it starts with an alphabet, and
Was it really a long, long time ago?
Was it really in a galaxy far, far away?
Were there really Wookiees?
Do you think the Millennium Falcon really could be piloted by a Wookiee?
Would you state that in French?
Est-ce que vous pensez que le Millennium Falcon peut être volé?
Do you speak French?
Are you asking me if I speak with a northern or a southern accent?
Either. I don't care.
how many parsecs does it take to get there?
Would you believe 3?
I don't know. Maybe?
Is Luke Skywalker here?
If he were here, would he come out from the little sand exposure of the forest that he gave himself up to?
What is a sand exposure forest?
Do you have any idea how many sand exposure forests there are for us to know about?
Do you?
Do you think I would ask if I didn't know?
I don't think you know, and I
Did Han shoot first?
Did Greedo shoot first?
What's a gun?
What is shooting?
Action?
Who even knows what action is?
I think the director says it.
Does the director really say it?
What's a director?
What does it mean when they say cut?
I think
Why would you ask me if I knew what cut was?
Well, why wouldn't I ask you if you knew what cut was?
Don't you know I'm a grip?
Don't you think that I don't care if you're a grip?
Do you think that you don't care that I think you care?
Do you think I think that you think that I don't think that you think that I care that you think that I don't think that you care that I'm a grip?
Would you say that again, please?
Do you really want me to say that again?
Do you think I would say I wanted you to say it again if I didn't really want you to say it again?
All right, that's going to be our scene. We got some points on the board. Let's get all our players back on stage. Oh, man, off to a great start with a rousing game of questions only. And let's take a look at what our scoreboard looks like. Oh, man, I'm going to give some extra points for extreme specific Star Wars knowledge. But I'm also going to give extra points for extreme lack of Star Wars knowledge.
Yay!
So we're starting off the night with a bunch of scores. Let's see what they are. All righty, we have it at Christina with 6, Lucas with 5, Bill with 5, and Michelle with 6. So we will see where we go from here. Already a pretty tight race. And as to be expected, that was a wonderful opening scene. So let's continue on with our next game. And let me go ahead and take a look at our sheet here so I can keep track of all this stuff. My New Year's resolution for 2021 that I'm deciding right now is to write more things down and then use the thing that I wrote them down on, because I'm really good at writing stuff down on like random stuff. So I have like an actual script for the show here. It's exciting for me. I don't know about everybody else, but now that you know about it, I hope you're as excited as I am. So let's get on to our next game, which is going to be a one word at a time story. So I am going to keep Lucas on screen. I'm going to get rid of Michelle and Christina. So we're going to have Lucas and Bill telling a one word at a time story. And from our audience, let's get rid of that scoreboard too. From our audience, to get things started for this, I am going to need, and I'm going to put the suggestion in for you all to see here because it's a really wonderful one. First suggestion I need from you all, and this is, I'm taking a risk here, an unusual object to quest for. So from our audience, I need a suggestion of an unusual object to quest for. And in the meantime, let me explain what a one word at a time story is. Much like questions only, the rules for the game are in the title of the game. We try to keep things pretty simple here at Reno Improv. So for a one word at a time story, each player will tell a story together, and they will be telling you that story only one word at a time. So if when Bill says a word, Lucas will then say the next word in the story, and then Bill will say a word, and then Lucas will say a word. So far, I don't see any suggestions coming in, so I'm going to have to keep repeating the rules of Bill saying a word, and then Lucas saying a word, and then Bill saying a word, and then Lucas saying a word. It'll keep going like that until we A, get some suggestions for an unusual object to quest for, and then B, until the story is complete. So from our audience, oh, there they are. I'm seeing them now. Boy, they're all coming in extremely fast. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was a little bit delayed there, but we have so many to choose from, and I'm just going to go and choose. Oh, this is a good one. I love specifics. So if you want your suggestions chosen, don't be afraid of specifics. And this one paints quite the image for me. So we're going with they keep coming in, so I have to be careful. We're going with an antique table lamp. So this is the quest, one word at a time story about a quest for an antique table lamp. And when I leave the screen, players, you can take it away. All right. So your one word at a time story about an antique table lamp begins.
I
Think
this
story
should
be
about
Johnny
rocket
and
that
light speed.
lunchbox.
Our
Team
begins
searching
for
the
light speed
lunchbox.
and
They
find
that
instead
of
finding
a
lunchbox.
they
Discover
that
they
have
no
thing
in
common.
with
Johnny.
quest.
So
They
decide
quickly
to
unpack
their
emotional
baggage
from
the
table,
and
spread
everything
out
on
display.
Once
They
display
these
curios,
it
brings
clarity.
Johnny
Must
take
his
precedence.
Tomorrow,
when
he
becomes
a
antique,
dealer.
when
He
becomes
an
understudy,
of
the
great
antiques,
owner,
his
father,
Johnny
says,
forget,
you,
Dad,
I,
am
a
antiques
dealer.
master.
All right, we'll call it there. We might hear part 2 somewhere down the line. All right, excellent stuff. Good deal, good deal. All right, thank you very much, players. We have some scores to update you with. Let's see what we have here for the scores. And there we have it. We have, oh boy, that's exciting. We have Bill getting a few points there, and Lucas as well, climbing up with a few points. Some scoring from the audience. Oh man, we have a lot of people tuning in. Thank you guys so much for being with us tonight, and thank you both for that good scene. And let's keep the show moving. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little bit of fun with one of my favorite games. I know the players love this game too, and I know the audience loves this game. And it's called an ABC game. And it's a really easy game. Once again, the rules are in the titles to some extent. All that happens is that each line in the scene is followed by a line from the next, starting with the next letter of the alphabet. That was poorly explained, but you'll get it once these players who perform it much better than I explain it. You'll understand once they get started. So thank you, Christina and Michelle, for joining the stage here for this game. And from the audience, I am going to need. We practiced with this suggestion earlier. And so we're going to use it again because it's an easy one to get going. So let's have another one. Let's have another location where two people might meet. Any location at all. If I don't get them quick enough, I'm going to go scroll back, and that's a dangerous thing here with this program because then you get lost forever in the never-ending stream of comments. And we thank you so much for all of your comments. It's one of the cool things about performing online is that actually we enjoy the comments that we get randomly throughout the scenes, as opposed to if we were to be yelled out loud during an in-person show. That might be a little more distracting than some of the some of the ones that come in here. So thank you so much. Oh man, that's really a great suggestion. Sarah, who suggested coffee shop last time, I believe. No, somebody else suggested coffee shop. I gave him a hard time about it. Truck stop bathroom. That's an exciting one. Let's see what else we had. We got grocery store behind the portable classroom. That's a very specific one. As much as I love specifics, dumpster diving. Yeah, how about dumpster diving or under the bridge? Both. These are all good. Any of these exciting or inspiring for you two? And anything you want me to pick one? Let's go with under the bridge. I feel like that might spark some pretty interesting characters. So we're having an under the bridge meeting, an ABC scene. And now from the audience, how about we get the letter of any letter from the alphabet? The first one I see in the comments is the first letter of the first word of our scene here, starting in a few moments. As soon as I get that letter in, we will begin the scene. So in the comments, somebody just close your eyes and hit a button on the keyboard. You have 26 out of roughly, looks like 60. So, roughly a 1 in 2 chance. There we go. G is the first letter of the first word of our scene. So take it away, players. As soon as I get out of here, your scene meeting under the bridge, starting with the letter G, begins now.
Goats. I am tired of these goats always trip-trapping over my bridge.
How many goats are there?
I don't know. It seems like a lot.
Jerks. Those goats, they're jerks.
karma will get them. That's the only thing I can hope for at this point.
What about the lousy trolls?
Lousy trolls, lousy trolls. You know, we get a bad rap, we trolls.
Money will send them away.
Now you're talking. Okay, we can charge a toll to the goats to go over the bridge. I love it.
Okay, so how do we organize this?
Perhaps we could start by building a little, booth or something.
Queer, but maybe.
Relatively difficult, though. I think. Yeah, I want some easier.
Stopping the goats in an easier way. Let me think.
Think about this. Maybe we just have to slow the goats down a little bit.
Under the bridge, over the bridge, through the bridge.
Very good, very good, very good. We have to, examine all avenues here.
What about if we funnel some water underneath the bridge and drown them?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah.
You're the one to do it.
Zap the goats with tasers with the water and the tasers and everything. We just zap them.
Actually, do you think that they would react to a taser? I don't know if we've ever tasered a goat.
Basically, I think tasers work on all mammals.
Chewing gum, that's it. Chewing gum, stick them to the bottom of their feet and we'll stick them to the bottom of the water. They'll drown.
Do we have any chewing gum?
Elves have chewing gum.
Forget the elves. People stick chewing gum up under the bridge all the time. We can just grab that.
There we go. A well thought out plan to attack the goats. Oh man, Christina, you came up with so many different ways. So many different ways. So let's take a look at our scores after that wonderful
Oddly
scene.
Specific.
Yeah, hey, do my thing. So we have a score of Christina jumps ahead with 15, and Mel and just trailing right behind with 13. I'll go ahead and give everybody an extra point for making it this far in the game with no eliminations. So good job, you all. Everybody's there. Let's bring everybody on stage so they can all be on screen for when they receive their bonus points. And then we're going to go ahead and give Christina an extra 2 points for the use of an actual word with the letter Z instead of 99% of the time I hear somebody say Zowie. And I'm just totally blown away that it actually lined up where it made sense. Perfect and wonderful. So some extra points are in store for that, for sure. And they're still coming in from the audience as well. So they are much, much deserved. All right. After 2 rounds of some fun scenes, we have a score of, like I said, a leading score of 18 points. That is an impressive score for this game that has no history to base that impressiveness on. So let's keep it moving with, you know what, we're gonna get all 4 players on screen for a game right now, and it's a fun one for sure. So let's get it. Oh no, that means everybody stays but me. I just start moving people willy-nilly. Alrighty, let's get rid of that. And okay, so our next game is going to be a game that I really love, both when we're live and in person, and we really hope that that's soon for everybody, because we do miss being under the roof of Reno Improv and performing and playing together and teaching and coaching and all of the good stuff that we do there. But we do get to keep that going online, and that's a really special thing too. And as you may or may not know, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. So we do truly appreciate any support that you can throw our way, from $1 to $1 million. It's all equally special to us. Truly, we appreciate everything that you do for us. It's helped us keep our doors open, virtually so far, and it's going to go a long way to do that in the future. So truly, thank you very much for your generosity. And we're so excited to be doing this for you and continuing on into the new year. So thank you all very much. Excellent. Well, let's keep things moving with, like I said, a yearbook photo game. And the way it works is the 4 of these players are going to create for us some poses, and they are going to be a club from your high school. But what we need from you, audience, is the name of the club that you would have liked to see in your high school. I thought I had it written down, but I don't. Maybe it only gives me so many. Who knows? But so, audience, in the comment section, please let me know the name of a club that you wish existed when you were in high school. Something like the Goth Club, or the Rugby Club, or the Tube Sock Club. Any of those things are all wonderful and appropriate. I don't know about tube socks, but I like tube socks. They can go on either direction. It like cuts down like 10% of your getting dressed in the morning. Anyways, if you would like me to stop talking about tube socks, please in the comments
Tube top.
enter in. The longer this lockdown, quarantine, pandemic goes on, the less online shame I have, which is not good for any of you. There we go. They're coming in. I knew that if I ranted long enough, people would get to their keyboards. So the Blind Duchess Club, Club Foot. Club Foot is so good in just 2 words. I don't think we even need to see a whole scene about it. It's just a great joke. So kudos to Inkhorn Minx for that wonderful little quip there. The Dating Club, the Great Googly Moogly Club, the Buccaneers Pirate Club, Club Sandwich. Okay, Carlos, we get it. What do you guys think? Any of those sticking out to you?
I like the Buccaneers Pirate Club.
I think that it would be absolutely amazing to have had a Buccaneers Pirate Club in my high school, and I would love to see what the 4 of you might think that club might look like. So here it is from Donnie Bantle. I hope I'm saying that last name right. Well, I am the first one, but I'm more confident in the first one than the last one. Thank you for. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, that's good. But hey, Donnie,
pregnancy group seems like a
Donnie,
weird
thank you for that suggestion as well. But I meant to click on the Buccaneers Pirate Club. They
Here we
both
are.
were 3 words, and they were both from YouTube, so it was an easy mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself that one. Yeah, the Buccaneers Pirate Club. That'll be a fun one for sure. That's gonna be some good stuff. When I leave the screen, let's have the Buccaneers Pirate Club take it away, and that is in 3, 2. Let's have you strike poses in 3, 2, 1.
Arr! I'd be so glad that we started the Buccaneers Pirate Club. We had to talk Michelle into it a little bit. She wasn't into the weapons, like the daggers and the sword play, but she came on board. Now, Lucas, he can't get his R's quite right. He keeps saying R, and it's R. So we're working on him with that, mighties. And Bill be the captain, and we do what the captain says because he's the hardest one of us all.
I'm terrified to be in this club. I don't think I should be here. I think I need to be in a different club, but they think I can do it, so I can do it. But Bill's so nice as our captain, and I just really like him so much. I'm wondering if maybe we could date one time. I don't know. But Lucas, he's kind of creepy. He's like, thinks he's so powerful, and I think he's going to stab everyone. Christina keeps propping me up thinking I can do this, but I don't want to do it.
Hush. Lucas was the wonderful man who voted me to be captain. It was a wonderful day. I was ashamed of his hook at first, but it taught me a purity of soul. Christina, she really hated everybody and wanted to stab them always with her pencil. She kept calling it Sting for some reason, mixing up the fact that she was with the Lord of the Rings Club. But Michelle, she was always so confusing, wanting to be part of the club, but not wanting to be part of the club. But I need those SAT points for my score to get into Harvard, so I had to be the captain of some club, and the teenage pregnancy club was already taken.
Oh my God. Oh, I really didn't like when they merged the theater kids with us, because I used to just be able to sharpen swords at the pirate club. It was just me. And then all these theater kids came in saying R and blindfolding themselves and stuff. Oh, it's been a lot. Like that Christina, she keeps going on about how I say R incorrectly. Yeah, I get it, Christina. I mean, I'm here to sharpen my swords, you know? And Michelle, I mean, she's cute and whatever, but like, I want you guys all off my back, okay? I get it. You ran out of musicals. That's why I voted Bill captain. He doesn't say very much.
All righty. And that's our yearbook photo, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, God. I absolutely love a pirate accent. I have some pirates in my family tree, so I was excited to get all the pirates on screen at once. Well, thank you guys. Awesome job with that yearbook photo. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard. It has changed. Scores have been given. They are based on total subjection. Total subjectivity. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not very good with the English language. But here we have our scores for everybody to see. Christina is still out in the lead, but Bill with the accent. Oh, I didn't see. So I will say that I try to get most of the audience's points here logged, but when you give reasons for a point, I always make sure to give them. So Lucas for the awkward finger, there's an extra point for Lucas with the awkward finger. So we have a complete separation of scores. We have in first place Christina with 22. In second place, Bill with 21. In third place, Lucas with 19. And in fourth place, Michelle with 18. Anything can happen. We are a little more than halfway through our show. And that is the scores for you. We don't have a halftime show prepared. This is the halftime show. So we're going to keep it moving. Oh, man. I really like when I have to stall and try to find my place in my notes. This is why I don't keep notes. 2021 is off to a good start. I'm getting rid of these resolutions already. Okay, let's get rid of that scoreboard and let's get some players on screen to do some things. And our next game for everybody is going to be one that we're going to need quite a few suggestions for. So if I can get, and this game is called, let me tell you what it's called before I ask for suggestions, and let me show you who's going to be playing it. So I'm going to get rid of Bill and Michelle, and we're going to have Lucas and Christina in this scene, and it is called a genre roller coaster. And what that means is, from the audience, I'm going to need for you to type into the comment section a bunch of different genres. Don't stop sending them in. I'm going to need a bunch of them for this scene, because the way it works is these two players are going to perform a scene for you, and occasionally during that scene, let me just make sure this is the case. I'm going to remove myself from the screen, but I think you can hear me off screen. That's a problem. Well, then that's all right. I will just jump on and scream it at you then. That's the way we're going to do it. That's the way it'll work. That's fine. Excuse me. Pardon me. Here we go. And we have some genres coming in. So yeah, as the scene rolls along, I will yell out a new genre, and you will switch genres and continue the same plot line, the same characters, but they will change to fit the tropes of that new genre, okay? Alrighty, excellent. So we have them coming in, and so far we have dystopian romance. Oh man, what a great one! Dystopian romance, sci-fi, Regency vampire romance, thriller, mob movie, historical murder, comedy, cat killers. These are all wonderful. And oh, sorry, I just saw Clubfoot again. I thought somebody was playing a joke, but I scrolled back up. Donnie with another killer suggestion here, and very tough one of comedy, especially for this crowd. Psychosexual horror, slapstick, Victorian bodice. These are so specific. You guys have taken my challenge on in completeness. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with a bunch of different genres. I am all set on genres. In fact, if you would stop typing them in, it'd be a huge help. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here and for all your awesome suggestions. Let's get this genre roller coaster underway. But first, we need a suggestion. So let's get a suggestion of a relationship for these two characters. Who are they to each other? Are they like a lawyer and a client, a doctor and a patient? Something like those two, but not those two. That would be what we're going to roll with. All right. So more comments now, more suggestions from the audience of the relationship for these two characters. Like I said, something like doctor and lawyer. Oh man, Kathy, Lovecraft horror. Let's talk about that another time. I love it so much. That's a great one. I used to perform with a group that did long form HP improvised Lovecraftian tales. It was super fun. Anyways, yeah, awesome. Good stuff. So let's get some suggestions of relationships. Like I said, something like doctor and patient, or lawyer and client. Those are always some ones we see a whole bunch. So let's go. Oh, hitman and the guy that is going to die. I think that is very exciting. I love it. It's one of the first ones we got. And thank you, Taryn, for that wonderful suggestion. So we have a genre roller coaster featuring a hitman and the person who is going to die. So when I remove myself, you guys take it away. We'll just start. We'll start genreless. We'll let you guys create it yourselves, and then we'll move on. And I will jump in and yell at you, and then I'll jump out.
Beautiful blood moon today, huh?
You know, I thought so. I really did. It's you know, you don't get these very often. They're my favorites.
Yeah, no, I've always heard that people look really nice in the blood moon, particularly the veins in their neck really shows quite nicely.
Dystopian romance.
Yeah, just, you know, it's too bad about all the zombies out there. It'd be a nice romantic night if we didn't have to. Oh, look out! All right, got him.
Hey, thanks. You know, in the moonlight, you really hold that shotgun pretty well.
Thanks. I've got a lot of practice at it.
Oh my God!
Maybe a little bit more than I should.
You think you could help me get my my axe grinder going? It's what I drive around in the wasteland.
Oh yeah. I got one of my own, but I can definitely help you with that. Listen, I think I need an extra oxygen tank. Actually, you got one? You got one on your vehicle?
Back in the axe grinder there. Yeah, it's a hovercraft actually. It's how I go from world to world in this wasteland.
Yeah, I'm running a little low, you know, and since everything went to vacuum here, you know, my gravity boots are kind of not really.
Come stand in the axe grinder. Actually, why don't you just affix this firmly to your face and take deep breaths. Deep breaths. That's it.
Mob movie.
Hey, wait a minute.
I told you she'd fall for it, Louie. Now grab a watch. Grab a watch and stop shopping.
That's not oxygen. That's nitrogen. You don't think I know the difference between oxygen and nitrogen, Jimmy? I know what you're trying to do.
That's my Uncle Phil's sausage recipe. What we do is we put it in the canisters and we get you all dialed up nice, and then we start slicing, see? And it goes great on a sandwich. You didn't know that you came here to die, did ya?
slapstick.
Well, some of these things are just like, I mean, you put it in the grinder and like, oh, well, oh, you didn't need that grinder, did you? That was kind of.
The grinder? No, but I did need that knife.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean, it slipped. It slipped out of my hands. I don't know what happened. I just,
Documentary.
Often these knives can slip, and when that happens, often the victim may be able to pull it out. The current advice is not to pull it out, or blood may, oh dear, and see, the victim has pulled out the knife.
Yeah, all right. Good stuff. All righty. Oh, man, lots of votes coming in from the audience. A lot to keep up with. All righty. Excellent. Good stuff, you guys. Thank you so much for that scene. And we're going to be moving on to the next one. And let's take a look at those scores. We have Christina is still in the lead, but Luke is pulling ever closer, gaining a point, I believe, from the previous round, earning more points, but gaining 1 point on the previous gap. I am struggling with math. All right. But that is the scores for right now. Let's see, in this next scene, we're going to have Bill and Michelle to the stage, and they're going to perform with you a very similar scene, a similar kind of structure, but it's going to have a little bit of a different twist. So we're going to need more suggestions from the audience. So let me get Bill and Michelle to the scene, or to the stage, please. Oh, there you were. Sorry, I thought I didn't have you there. And we're going to remove that. Alrighty. So this one, folks, this is a similar game, like I said, but it is called a emotional roller coaster. So much like the last scene, I'm going to be jumping in. You're going to be completing some of those and taking charge of the scene with new emotions in mind. So, audience, as you may have guessed, I'm going to need from you a bunch of different emotions: anger, rage, sadness, happiness, pleasure, guilt, joy, all of those. Some of those. You can even repeat ones I've said, but go ahead, and I need them in writing from the audience. So thank you very much for those, and we'll get the scene started. So I need, what else do I need from you guys? Let's have some of those coming in while I contemplate my next move. Let's see. List. Paranoid. Oh, here they come. Confused. Spacey. Rage. Numb. Oh man, these are wonderful. Keep them coming in. Keep those emotions rolling in. Horny, hungry, angry. That's Inchord Mix for you, everybody. Inchord Mix, ladies and gentlemen, with horny, hungry, angry. Sad, lethargic, discouraged. Awesome. What a bunch of great emotions to portray. And now I need a relationship for these two folks again. Who are they to each other? Like I said last time, we had Hitman and the guy or the person who they were going to kill. That was a wonderful one. Let's see some other awesome relationships for these two folks. Excellent. Oh man, we have so many good emotions coming in. Let's stop with the emotions and get the relationships rolling in. I love it. Oh man, it's better than, there's nothing worse than hosting a show and going to the audience and be like, all right, we just need a suggestion of this one thing. It's like 40 people sitting there and nobody. You get crickets back at you. So the suggestion, it's crickets. A professor and tutor. We have a mom's ex is his cousin. That's a lot of apostrophes. Too many for one thing for me to say. Princess and guard. That's a great one. Yeah. Cat owner and cat. Sister-in-law and brother. Oh man, what do you guys think? Princess and guard could be fun.
Bill, you're
you and your ex-boyfriend, AOC and Trump. That would be an interesting one, huh? We're not going to do that one. We're going to try to. There's enough politics going on in the world right now, vindictive ancestor and clumsy descendant. Wow, that's very specific. A vindictive ancestor and a clumsy descendant. You and your mom's ex-boyfriend. What do you guys think? Any of those exciting for you? I think one of them has to be. What do you think, Bill?
Ancestor.
The vindictive ancestor and a clumsy descendant. Let's put it in writing so you can. Maybe my diction isn't quite good enough for this laptop microphone. So we have a vindictive ancestor and a clumsy descendant. I think it's pretty exciting. A Jedi and a Padawan master. That's exciting too. But we're going to go with the vindictive ancestor and the clumsy descendant in this emotional roller coaster. And go ahead and start off in neutral. Get to know these characters a little bit. I'll jump in a moment and give you an emotion to take over the scene. All right. And when I disappear in 3, 2, 1, you can begin. 3, 2, 1.
I swear every time I possess your brain, you just don't get it right. If you don't get it right one more time, I'm going to have you walk around town naked. I swear to God.
You're the one that left me these genetics. What the hell? I don't know what to do with these genes. What are we doing? I don't know. I'm lost here. I'm lost here. You left me with no good genes.
I am Genghis Khan. I ruled the known Eastern world.
Yeah. Well, what does that do for me? I'm not even educated. I don't even know what to do with that.
Paranoid.
What do you mean you don't know what to do with that? I worked my whole life figuring out how to conquer things. That's what you do with that.
Everybody stares at me. Everybody stares at me and they whisper about me and they talk about you and I don't know what to do about it. I'm frightened.
Of course they do. Go straight right at them. Never stop. Know that they're talking about you and own it. That's how I live my life.
I can't. They're around the corner. They're thinking. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I got down before. I got really down once.
I knew you passed on depression to me.
One of my steep horses died and I just couldn't live with it. So I ate him.
Oh God,
what you have to do.
But I'm a vegetarian. What are you doing to me?
You have to eat your sadness.
Oh, I am every day. Oh, it's worse at 3 a.m.
Jealous.
You know, I really wish that I could just take your body over all the time. It would be perfect.
My body? Well, I think you've been giving your body to the wrong people. And look what you've passed down. I've never been so angry about it.
Confidence.
But you got to understand, when I pass things down, I pass it down to a lot of people. So you're related to everybody. Everybody.
Well, of course, that's why we rule the world.
Yes, we're all family.
I understand that. I'm okay with that. In fact, we are going to be great again.
Yes, this is just a bump in the road. I shouldn't be so mad at you. You are the future of my line.
You've been mad at me? But I've carried on so brilliantly. I don't even understand why you'd be mad.
Well,
creepy.
It's hard to possess people anymore. And but you were the one person that represented Genghis Khan the best.
I'm just so tired. Can I take a nap?
See, we'll call it there. Yeah. Good stuff, everybody. Thank you all. And well, man, we had so many votes coming in too during that scene. I really love, as an on an improv note here for everybody. It's so awesome to see the audience chime in with votes when you guys take big risks and make big choices as characters. It's super fun to see those rewarded with votes. It's really fun, as an improv teacher and a host of the show. It's so cool to see those things come in when you guys make big and fun choices. So keep that up. Keep playing awesome characters. Thank you, audience, for those votes. We're going to go and check out the score, which is really, really close at the moment. So let me bring everybody to the stage for this moment because we're winding down the show. We're getting to our last two scenes which are clearly going to make or break. I'm sorry, our last scene of the night. I apologize, which is clearly going to make or break the winner of tonight's show. So let me bring that scoreboard to everyone's screen. Whoops, let's try that again. There it is. And as you can see, we are back to neck and neck. We have Christina and Michelle very close to tied. That's as close as they can get. They have the same number, mathematically equal, and numbers don't lie. And Bill and Lucas tied, trailing the two of them just by 1 point. So truly, anything can happen in this final scene, which is very exciting because it's a very, very fun game for sure. And it is called the dating game. So like I said, the audience has been enjoying those moments of big character choices all evening long. And this is a chance for you to do the same. So the way this game works is as soon as I get off screen, I'm going to pull Lucas, who's going to be our bachelor or bachelorette. I'm going to pull him off the screen with me. He's not going to look at the comments. He's going to take his headphones off and close his eyes. No, that's not going to work. He's just going to take his headphones off and keep an eye out. Lucas, check back in with me in a few minutes here, and we'll get some from the audience here in a moment. But for these three characters, let me go ahead and remove you. Actually, I'm going to add you. Lucas, can you hear me? Okay, put your headphones on for a second so I know you can hear me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove you from the screen, and when I don't want you to listen or pay attention until you notice that you're back on screen. Okay, so do your best to stay in the dark. Other than with that, we will not give anything away visually. Okay, now that he's gone, let's continue on. And we need from the audience. So these are our three daters. They're going to be vying for Lucas's character's affection through the classic tropes of the dating game. So we need characters for each of these people to play. They can be fictional characters, made-up characters like an angry janitor, or it could be somebody famous. But just keep in mind that they have to portray those to Lucas, and the winner of this scene is pretty much going to win this show. So let's have some good characters coming in for Bill. Some suggestions for Bill. What character would you like to see Bill play? Oh, this is so fun for me. I can't wait to assign Bill a character to play. So let's see what the audience has to do. I know that all three of you are going to do an amazing job of playing these characters, and I only have your best interests at heart. I promise you that. So, an angry phlebotomist, a bumblebee, the cocky blonde, a pirate. Oh, man. Oh, and to the audience, Lucas knows this, but I didn't tell you this. He's also going to be guessing, obviously, through his line of questioning who these people are. So the players aren't going to just outright give it away. Rebecca Black. You guys are funny. Really, really funny. Bumblebee. Any of these speaking to you, Bill? Fighter pilot, lumberjack, Martian, astronaut, over-enthusiastic paper boy.
They're all so good.
Good. Then you're going to play.
Give me one. There you go.
You're going to be the over-enthusiastic paper boy from our friend Inkhorn Minx. Thank you for that suggestion. All right, let's move on to Michelle. Some characters for Michelle. If we can just pull from these same ones too. But I feel like if we specify it, it's even more fun. So if you have something in mind for Michelle that you think it would be fun for Michelle to play, remember, improv is supposed to be fun, so we want our players to have a good time too. And I'm certainly not going to put them in a compromising position and make them play something they don't want to do. So think about what you think would be fun for them and throw that up. A reality TV star, Winnie the Pooh, a deep in-debt physician's assistant. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I like reality TV star. What do you think about that, Michelle? You can say no.
Anything else?
yeah, there's plenty of. Keep them coming. A baker. We have a couple old ones too. A bumblebee. It's a really funny one, I think.
I'll do a baker. I'll be a
Ooh,
baker.
a baker? Sure.
Sure.
A judgmental poker dealer? All right, now, and Christina. And now for Christina. I like judgmental.
Judgmental poker dealer.
dealer. Very funny. A bad mime?
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Mime. Can we, are you inspired by a bad mime? Because I think that's hilarious.
I feel like, how would I talk?
Yeah, who knows? A stepdad trying to win the love of a child. Thank you, Michael Graham. It's good to see you're watching, buddy. It's nice to see you're out there doing well. A model is a good one too. Yeah, judgmental poker dealer, Carol Baskin.
Oh,
All right, who said that?
I don't know. I cannot give away the identity of our audience. They remain anonymous. A Star Trek stand-in. That's a really good one. Okay, we got to pick one here because we got to get the scene going. It's almost 9 o'clock. This is going to be the last scene of the night. Let's do a Star Trek stand-in. I like the idea of that. Okay, so for Bill, we have Bill. What are you playing?
I am the over-enthusiastic paper boy.
Michelle.
I'm a baker.
Yeah, and Christina.
I'm a Star Trek stand-in.
Alrighty, and excellent. We're going to bring Lucas to the screen. I'm going to get out of here, and we're going to have a dating game for you all to end our night. Thank you all so much again for being with us tonight. We appreciate everybody who's tuned in, that stayed with us through the whole show, that tuned in for a little while, or is just tuning in at the end. We really do appreciate you having along. And without giving anything away, let's bring Lucas to the stage. So we're ready to go here again. Here he is. There we go. Come on onto the stage, Lucas. And once again, if you've enjoyed the show tonight or enjoyed any of our shows that we've done, I know that we truly enjoy doing them for y'all. We are a nonprofit theater located in Reno, Nevada, and we are proud to be there and proud to be here on screen for you. So thank you all for your kind donations. We really do appreciate it always and always, and thank you for your continued support through these crazy times. We are excited to get back to normal whenever that may be. But for now, we're excited to get to the final scene of this evening. So without further ado, here we go with the dating game. And Lucas is going to ask some questions. He's going to ask 3 rounds of questions to determine the identity of these folks. And from there, we will know who is both the winner of Lucas's affection and the winner of our short form showdown. Take it away, players.
Well, hello there, bachelorettes. I am Georgie Centennial, and I'm here to find some love today. So why don't we get to the interview process? I'm in a rush. All right, bachelorette number 1. If I was to walk a dog in Central Park with you, what would you do to keep me entertained?
Well, we could do all kinds of things, but my favorite thing to do is read the paper. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. For $1, you get all the news you want, everything. One of these days, I'm going to write those news stories. But right now, all I'm doing is giving them out.
Toots, I'm more interested in the comics. All right, bachelorette number 2, same question to you. You, me, dog, Central Park, what are you doing?
Well, of course, I'm entertaining your dog with amazing cookies and tricks. So, don't shake your head. It's going to be good. These cookies are really, really delicious. In fact, you might do a trick for one as well.
All right. You offer a good counterpoint there. Yeah, you lost me in the part where you were going to poison my dog with your cookies, but you might feed me. So I don't know. I could go either way. All right, bachelorette number 3. You, Central Park, beautiful man. Georgie Centennial, that's me. And you again, and my dog, his name's Steve. He smells great. What are you doing?
Georgie, of course, we would take your dog and walk through the park in a dignified manner. I would attempt to instill logical and disciplined tricks for your dog for the amusement of all.
Yeah, I could get behind that. You see, Steve has a real knack for peeing on the carpet, and I don't care for that too much. All right, that was pretty good. Okay, next question for all of you babes and broads and dames and whatnot. Okay, so bachelorette number 1, I got this thing where my coat don't button up so good anymore, seeing as it don't have no buttons. Are you any good with needle and thread?
Oh, well, I'm not good at needle and thread, but I could check out the homeowner section and we could go out there. I got plenty of rubber bands. Just take them off the paper, wrap them around your buttons and your buttonholes, and that'll keep your jacket closed. It's a wonderful time to be in the news game, you know?
Seem awful interested in the news. All right, let's take a load off. Bachelorette number 2. Same question to you. Needle thread, what's your stance?
You know, Georgie, not really needle and thread, but more like rolling pin and flour and sugar. I'm sure that will hold you together nicely, or I can beat you with it.
Dame that likes to take control now and again. I like that, and it's good to know your way around the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen of my heart, of course. Of course, I'm pretty good with your lady folk. Okay, Bachelorette number 3. Same question to you. Needle, thread. If I tear my coat, what are you gonna do?
Well, of course, the most appropriate response would be to visit the on-set costume designer, where they have a variety of tools, which the most logical response would be to have your jacket repaired in that manner.
Yeah. I like that. I don't know what kind of drugs you're on, but you seem real, I don't know, you're like very put together. Like, are they downers? Are they lewds? I don't know. All right, Bachelorette number 1, we're on to the first and the third question. I can count. All right. So I take you to the altar and I propose marriage. I like to get it all done in one shot. You say yes, we say I do. We're out of Vegas and we're hitched. What would your vows to me be?
Oh, traditional, purely traditional. I promise to make sure I get everything on the front porch every single time, every single day. I go from one house to the next, making sure everything's right. I mean, it's just like this just in. Michael Graham invents the soup spoon is a bone, and it's the wonderful story. And everything happens. It keeps on going. I just jump on a bike, go on to the next house. And absolutely, I would make sure we have a harmonious, happy life.
I tell you what, Bachelorette number 1, no training wheels on my marriage car when we drive away. You understand? All right, Bachelorette number 2. Same question. We get hitched. We do the thing. You're my wife. I'm your husband. What are your vows to tell me that you love me so much?
Georgie, forever I will provide you with sweetness and light and fluffy deliciousness all the days of your life. You'll be sprinkled with sugar every night.
That sounds good. You know I play Santa Claus on Christmas, right? So I better get some of those cookies. All right, Bachelorette number 3. Can you hear me? Are you all right?
I am indeed well.
Excellent. You're looking very put. I thought you were a statue for a sec there. You were just standing so still, so focused. It's really unnerving a little bit. But okay, you, me, altar. We're about to get hitched. The guy says, Georgie's so great. We say I do or whatever. There's some vows. I don't know how marriages work. What do you say to let me know that I'm the man of your heart?
I will indeed promise to stand for you in whatever situation that you need. If you are on set and you must take a coffee break, I will step in and I will be there for you at all times. Whenever you need me, there I will be, standing.
Right. Sure. That works. That's cool with me. It's okay. Standing. After the 3 options, I think it's real rough. See, I don't really want to marry a paper boy, Bachelorette number 1. And Bachelorette number 3, you're some kind of like a very scary sort of like set designer. Like you're like the director, like the B director or whoever tells people to go get coffee and stuff on the film set. And, I just got resurrected. In the 20s, we didn't have that. So I'm going to go with the sweet lady that bakes cookies. She's like a baker or something. I don't know. Georgie seems like they get along, So let's do this, Bachelorette number 2.
Hey, and the choice has been made. Excellent job, everybody. A wonderful dating game for sure. And we had some scores coming in. The audience loved all your characters for sure. We had a lot of scores come in. And let's go ahead and get to the scoreboard here. And we'll take a look at that. And we're going to be unveiling our winner for the evening. And it was very close at the end. But with the final score being 41 to 40 to 39 to 39, Christina maintained the lead the entire evening, but just ever so slightly. The Vulcan vibes. Let's go and actually let's review what were those characters. Two of them were absolutely correct. Bill, what was your character in that final dating game?
I was the overly enthusiastic paper boy.
Absolutely. And Michelle, what was your character?
I'm a baker, the science and art.
Absolutely, yep. And Christina, what was your character that the audience absolutely loved, but Lucas didn't quite get?
Star Trek stand-in.
Yeah, absolutely. The logical responses were a big hit with the audience, which held your lead over Lucas, because Lucas, they loved you all. They loved all the characters, but they really loved your character choice in that final scene as well, Lucas. So good job to all the improvisers.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Well, cry if you must. It is a big win. For now, you are the greatest improviser in the world for the next, well, I don't know, until we do this again. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. Let me go ahead and remove that so we can all be a little more present. But thank you to our audience, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really, really had a pleasure laughing along with you and performing for you. We hope you had a good time. I know that we did. I hope the players did, and I'm sure they did. It was really, really a fun night. What a great way to kick off our brand new year of live shows, our first year for 2021 in the books, and it was a special one for sure. Thank you again all for being with us. Have a great evening, and I'm so glad we're at the beginning of 2021 with y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for all the comments.
Love you.